Oh, is it?
Road trips.
Today on Road Trips, Dan and I head to Toutle, Washington to explore the Mount St. Helens wilderness and the surrounding attractions. So now, let's hit the road.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're leaving Arby's parking lot and heading for I-5 to road trips concerning Mount St. Helens. Should be a rather interesting one.
If we can even get out of the parking lot here.
That's a real big hill for. And of course right now you're looking at the new Exxon station that they're building in.
Okay. What we need to do is swing it back around so that we can get to Kelso, which should in turn bring us to freeway entrance.
Unfortunately, we do not have a camera person sitting in the back seat. So if you'll excuse the fact that we might say hand or two coming at you.
Yeah. Hope you can hear us. Hope you can hear us okay. We've had a few technical difficulties. Not the usual way to go to Kelso, but in this case it should suffice.
Trying to cut some time here.
Okay.
3 o'clock on the nose. Hey, cool.
At least 3 o'clock according to the car clock here. Maybe a little fast or slow, but approximately. Now we should be able to just keep going straight through here, and eventually we should come out somewhere around the Kaiser building.
St. John's Medical Center.
Okay, now we're left turn here, and we'll be just about to the freeway entrance. Hopefully you can see us and hear us okay.
Let's hope so. In case you're wondering, Todd Hilton is sitting in the driver's seat.
That would be me.
Using his mother's car. We will no longer be using the little piece of crap called a Toyota.
As it is no more.
It is deceased.
And to recap, in case you missed it, we are heading for one or both of the Mount St. Helens Visitor Center, or centers. If I remember correctly, they are in sequence on the same road, so we shouldn't have to make any side trips to get to both of them if we want to go to both of them, which I think would be okay.
We'll also try to make an attempt to interview some of the workers at
Yes.
one or both of the visitor centers.
A new feature we want to add to the show. If we can get some employees that are willing to talk to us, we'll maybe they're having some problems with money or something and they need to start charging. I don't know. Maybe that's one thing we can find out. Yeah, before we had, the last time we used this setup, we had Mr. Chris Du Bois in the back running the camera for us. We don't have that luxury this time, so we're winging it on lockdown this time.
And we're hoping it'll work beautifully.
And we also had our microphone sitting up on the dashboard. This time we've got it kind of wedged between the two front seats here. And hopefully it'll work a little bit better. We've got a little bit better weather conditions today than we did the last time we had this set up. It's been kind of an off and on rainy, sunny day today. Right now it's not too bad, a little bit overcast, but the sun is definitely good.
Which is good for us.
And if it can stay that way, the better the show's going to be.
Definitely.
We have just crossed over the bridge into Kelso, and we're within about, I would say, 2 miles from the entrance of I-5.
We're guessing, of course. And hopefully this time in our attempts to locate something off I-5, we will not get lost.
And this time we don't have to look for a big chicken.
Yes.
that apparently doesn't exist because we didn't see one.
And we are also not using any maps at this time.
Yes. I was given general directions by my mom, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And it is a major Northwest attraction, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Should be plenty of signs and things to help us out. I think they got some kind of another place has something to do with Mount St. Helens. I think just right here, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's just a little tiny trailer deal. And tourist and volcano information. But we won't be stopping there because, well, it's not on our route. Okay, it is, but we're not stopping there anyway.
I-5, here we are.
We have entered I-5, or I-5, whatever. Still trying to figure out if this, oh boy, I need to move over here. Otherwise I'm going to be exiting here. Okay, there we go.
Let's not do that. We just got on.
Okay, we're looking for exit 49, which will take us to the, put us on the correct path to get to the visitor centers.
Which is good. We just passed exit 40.
So we got 9 more exits to go.
Yes, hopefully in the future trips, or the next trip hopefully, we'll be just picking a direction and going.
Yeah, that's one thing that we've talked about when the series was first thought of, was just to actually get in the car and then just start driving somewhere, not having a specific destination, but we haven't done that yet. And that's where the adventure comes in. Well, that and along with us getting lost.
Okay, at exit 42.
I don't even remember seeing a 41.
41 was supposed to come first.
41 usually comes before 42. I don't remember seeing a 41.
Okay, let me get this straight here. We passed exit 40. We passed exit 42. And we got an exit 46
Coming up. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are we missing something here?
I see we're missing the 41, 43, 44, and 45.
Oh, if we can do this, might as well do this, right?
Sure, why not?
This may give us a little better sound doing this, and I can drive with one hand, at least according to speculation. Contrary to popular belief, I can drive with one hand. Tied behind my back. No.
Now, people, you must remember, then in automatic, you can't do it with one hand.
Yes.
Not recommended for standard. Definitely.
There's that shifting thing involved.
Oh, yes.
Because you got to have at least one hand on the steering wheel and your other hand out the window. You know, flipping people off who are passing you.
Yes. In the proper bird position. And take note of the cloud coverage in the...
Yes, these clouds are mostly white. And
unusual.
if we're lucky, now we're getting an exit 48. What happened to 47?
Don't know.
Anyway, if we're lucky, from the new mountain, St. Helens Visitor Center, we should be able to get a look at the mountain itself if we don't have too much cloud cover. So hopefully we'll be able to show you that. So it should be a pretty good view.
Absolutely. Alright, and there's exit 48.
48. So, we should be getting close. I might have to
get wedged in here.
Okay, switching lanes.
Alright.
49 should be not too far away.
That's
Hopefully.
in theory.
That in theory, yes.
In theory, yes.
Well, considering that like they skipped like what 5 exits or something.
Yes, 4 or 5.
It should be.
Hopefully the next one won't be 65 or something.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they miss like the last 30 exits or something? Oh, we just passed a sign. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention. It said something about, okay, exit 49 coming up.
South 141, 114 East, Castle Rock.
Exit 49, okay. I recognize this.
Okay, we got camping coming up. No, thank you. Mount St. Helens Visitor Center, State Park, 5 miles.
I know that's not it, because we're not looking for the state park. Okay. We're taking the East Fork here, which will take us through Tootle and all those other Mount St. Helens places.
Yes.
Okay.
Texaco, shoot 'em. Okay.
Whoa. Synodome, dude. That's where it is. Right on. I thought it was really far away. I didn't know it was right there.
Dude, party on.
They got like a, what is it, 180 inch, it's either 180 inch or foot screen or something. I can't remember. This thing's like huge.
Sweet. Possibly an next road trip.
Yeah. Of course, I don't think they let you take cameras into a movie theater, but
Yeah.
doesn't mean we wouldn't try.
Make the attempt. We're stupid enough to try.
You know we're stupid enough to try.
Yes, definitely. Eco Park. Huh?
You know, there's actually quite a few things up here concerning Mount St. Helens. If I'm not mistaken, there's this is the same route that takes you. There's a place. It's kind of an off the road kind of place. It's not. I don't think it's a. I don't think it's an actual visitor center as such, and not a formal visitor center. I think it's just kind of a tourist kind of shop that has little novelties and Mount St. Helens memorabilia and stuff like that. And they got like it looks like a Bigfoot outside, and they got the Sunken A-Frame that's like sunk down in ash. And I think all that is up here too.
Cool.
I'm not sure if we go past that or not. It's been quite a while since I've been up in that area.
Now, who was the guy that ended up standing up on the mountain when it blew? I remember his name.
That was Truman.
Truman. Not as in Harry Truman, but Truman.
That's one thing I'm not sure about. Is that, in fact, it is Harry Truman, but is it Harry Truman as in, like president? Or was it just this another guy named Harry Truman? That I don't know. But I know it was Truman.
Truman. That should be interesting to find out. Visitor Center should be able to tell us that. Or somebody should.
Yeah, they, mountain blew up and Truman wouldn't leave his home. He was never seen again. Because the eruption went right over his. I think he lived in like a log cabin or like something like that, like a modern log cabin. I think.
Yes, from what I understand, most of the eruption was mostly ash and mudslides.
Yeah.
Very little lava flow.
It's actually it reminds me of that new movie out called Dante's Peak.
Yeah.
It's like well, this is a real thing, not as destructive as they depict in that movie, but nonetheless, still it changed the area forever.
Definitely. And when you watch Dante's Peak, don't believe everything you see. For example, when the truck goes through that little tunnel thing, they would have been fried. Okay, and when they're that far from actual lava flow, they would have been fried.
What was cool though is the clip of the I guess it was mudslide or whatever, taking out the bridge. Now that was cool.
That was cool, yes. That was sweet. And the city was filmed someplace up in this area.
Was it really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
And most of
maybe that's where they got the inspiration from it.
Maybe. And most of the talk about the volcanoes of Dante's Peak was from examples done from different types of volcanoes that were around.
Oh, different incidents and things.
Yes.
Well, we're getting into more of the woodsy area here in Washington State. I don't know exactly what this area is called. We're not really in a town because we're basically on the highway. Okay, here's another sign here.
Okay, that's the Helens Volcanic Mountain Historic Center.
Oh,
quarter of a mile. Looks like it's coming up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the first one here, dude.
Alright.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Sequest State Park is right across the way here. Okay. Well, that was easy. The next one is going to take us a little while longer to get to. It's pretty high up the hill.
That it is.
Okay.
Around this way. It's a nice looking visitor center.
Yeah, I haven't been here for a while. We may have to go inside ahead of time and make sure it's okay for us to bring a camera in. Hopefully they won't have a problem with it. But we'll definitely find out before we waltz in there. Okay.
Parking.
So
we could just about park anywhere in here.
yeah, I wouldn't think that weekday like this they probably wouldn't be very busy. So well, we'll go in and make sure it's okay, and hopefully we'll be right back. Okay, we're here at the First Mount St. Helens Visitor Center, and we went inside and we got clearance. It's okay for us to come in, so standing outside right now, and we're going to go ahead and go in and show you some of the exhibits that they got here for us to look at. So we'll see you inside.
Again, on the slide program, we starting in about a minute.
Okay, we're seeing a like an overhead map here. I guess you can punch up different buttons on the display here, and it'll show you where different points are. For example, here they got Spirit Lake, or it says Spirit Lake Tunnel Entrance. Press the button there, and it'll pop up there, and it'll show you where that's at. See a little light there next to Spirit Lake. Let's see, what else we have here? The lava dome. If I'm not mistaken, that should be the center point there in the volcano. There we go. Pyroclastic flows. Okay, there we go. Okay, it lights up the little, it goes down the mountain and around the area. Mud flows. Pretty extensive on the mud flows there.
I'm going to try the blast area again.
I think the button's broken. I think that's why they can't see it. Yeah, the button's stuck in.
Okay.
Okay, here we've got some displays that show, I guess, things about Earth in general. Looks like different species of life and animals and things. It goes all the way down. Got formation of the Earth, birth of the Cascades. And that one looks like it shows mostly animal life, age of man. And the chain keeps going down here, and then finally we've got volcanic events. And it looks like some, it goes from, looks like some of the oldest events happening all the way up until the eruption of Mount St. Helens. 8,000 BC. Mount Garibaldi, I don't even know where that is. Oh, here we go. I know that one, Mount Mazama, that's Crater Lake. Now that was a big explosion from what I heard for Crater Lake there. That's an eerie place to be. It's like you want to talk about still water. It's eerie. Oh, here we go. This is a representation of, it's like Pangea or Pangea, however they pronounce it there. It's like how the continents split apart. I think they, must be, oh, wait a second. There we go. Cool. So I guess they explained that it started out like that, and then the continents split apart, forming what we know today as our world. There, splits apart, and there we go. More charts and graphs of volcanoes and how the stuff works. Cool. Why do volcanoes erupt? Okay. How do the plates grow? Where do rocks melt? And what feeds the eruption? I guess it's not going to tell us, Hilton. Okay, over here we got another display. It says the Earth is alive with volcanoes. And we got this ought to be good. We got a button here. It says push to erupt. Cool. Okay, it's going to show us. Okay, eruptions within the last 100 years or since the first automobile. Quite a few out there, and it shows you the different kinds of volcanoes. Eruptions within the last 2,000 years. Keeps adding more here. And eruptions within the last 10,000 years. So there's quite a few volcanoes out there, ranging in size and in force there. Cool. Standing next to Mount St. Helens, or actually it's a picture of it. I would say obviously that's before it blew, so it shows you what it used to look like. I don't think you can get pictures made that big, at least not around here. Got some more stuff around. We're surrounded by these statues, and if I'm not mistaken, these are all made out of ash.
There we go.
We've got some pictures here that show the minutes of the eruption here, starting from just before and all the way until the actual explosion. Just incredible, the magnitude of this thing and how the area that it covered. Okay, we're now going inside the mountain, so to speak. Yeah, got a large model inside here. It shows another diagram of the eruption. Looks like particles and things here. And behind us here we have oh, here we go, that's cool. I don't know if you can pick that up. You've got like a shaft here. You can look down and it looks like you're looking inside the mountain. And it goes way down there. I'm kind of wondering if that actually goes down there or if they've just made an illusion that looks like that. Pretty cool. Very red. It talks about trees. Okay, here it shows the cross-section diagram here. And here we've got a couple of pictures, like basically as simple as it can get, before and after shots of the mountain. Before. And there's the after. Something interesting here. We've got a seismograph, and it says you can make your own quake by stomping on the floor here. Let's see if we can make it work here. Okay. You can see it takes a lot more than a few stomps to really make a mark in this thing. You can see, looks like other people have stomped on the floor and made fairly large marks in the seismograph.
Alrighty, we are standing in the lower section of the visitor center we just went through. Unfortunately, we could not get an interview with one of the employees due to the fact they were busy and the fact that we didn't call ahead, which was a mistake and a half. But
apparently they're short on staff today, so
apparently, and just off to the my left here, you can get a fairly decent view of the mountain if it were clear.
Yeah, if there weren't so many clouds up there, it's actually cleared up, but there's still clouds covering the mountain right now. So
Yes, unfortunately they've provided with that.
yeah, I don't know. We can give this a try. Look through one of these viewers that they have here. I don't know if we'll be able to try it. That ain't gonna work.
Yes,
Darn, that would have been cool.
they're free and you'd be able to actually get a good view of the mountain, but
Well, of course, that's why we have what's called a zoom lens there. So, yeah, if it were clear, you would see the mountain just right through there. And they've actually got a lower platform there. You can see a little display, billboard display there. In fact, we may just go ahead and walk down there.
the road leading up to the upper visitor center is snowed over pretty bad.
Yeah, which doesn't seem possible, even though it is early February. It doesn't seem possible there'd be snow up here, but I guess once you get closer in towards the mountain, you start running into
Yeah.
things like that.
So unfortunately, we're not going to make it to that particular,
Yeah,
Visitor
the new
center
visitor
today.
center, as they call it.
but we will make the attempt later, probably later in the year or something.
Yeah,
Probably.
there's a lot of things around this area that are of interest, and we could probably make a couple more shows out of this area. Dan and I were just talking that we could get some lights so we could go into the ape caves, which would be cool.
Yes, that would be absolutely fun. We've been there before, and it's one of the outskirts areas of Mount St. Helens, which is awesome and a half, I believe.
It's another one of the major attractions around the area, and we'd like to bring it to you if we can, but which won't be for a few more months probably.
Yes, bring it up close and personal. Actually, we'll have it sit in a little square box in your living room,
Yeah.
or bedroom, or wherever your television just happens to be. And unfortunately, all that nasty cloud coverage is preventing the rather beautiful view of the Mount St. Helens, which unfortunately looks like today, but
Yeah, it would be right over in there if you were able to see it. It's too bad too, because you get a really good view from here. It looks like there was another trail that broke off here. I don't know where that goes, so. But seeing as how there's another one here, and I think it probably just goes up around the building.
more than likely.
But seeing as how road trips is all about exploration, we may just take a look here.
Yes, it's also all about getting lost too, which is our specialty, mind you, our
Yeah.
specialty. You want to get lost without actually getting lost, call us. We'll be happy to oblige.
That's right.
As if we're not lost at the time you call. So.
Right. This may just lead right up into the parking lot, but
Still.
we'll see. Well, it turns into gravel here, but gravel's not stopped us before. Looks like we got a wooden fence coming up here.
We have a nice little bridge, maybe.
Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, just right across the road from this visitor center is Sequest State Park. Not to be confused with the TV show.
Yeah. And, as I stated earlier, if you wish to get lost without any hesitation of wanting to be lost yourself, call us. Call us at CCTV at 503-556-397. Excuse me, 397-5886. And you can get us beautifully. They'll let us know if we're not lost ourselves at the time that we're at.
We've got a huge tree that they cut down, and it, like, you can almost get inside this thing. Huh.
And here's where it came off of. Ooh, hungry.
The trail keeps going. I still am not sure what. Huh. Okay, it looks like this. It forks off here, and one goes up into the parking lot, and
The other.
it looks like a like a place you can walk your dog. That's what it looks like.
I would suggest a Saint Bernard or Doberman or Rottweiler or something like that. Just in case you get walking into weirdos like us. That's crazy.
But I think I want to go down and just see where this other fork goes here. If we would have kept going straight. Hopefully you're not getting too seasick here, as I am walking with the camera, which I do not recommend. This may just go on forever. We need like one of those golf cart things. And it forks off again into the water.
No, thank you. I only have one pair of shoes today.
Yeah. We didn't come with boots today, so we're not gonna hit that one. No, it's a road.
Well, no, it's not. B-road is up higher.
This must be for like bigger vehicles or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Came from that way, so I say we go that way.
never go back the same way. Always go deeper into the woods. It looks like we may be approaching the end. I don't know if I want to walk back in there.
No, I do not.
A little bit muddy.
Way too muddy. Of course, it's been raining and snowing and hailing, the usual Washington.
Yeah.
Southwest Washington, Northwest Oregon weather.
Well, why don't we just go back up here and walk through the road to get back to the car here. This is not the road, but it's a, it's the exit, I guess.
Kids Morgan, don't tan. We rest.
That's right. And now we're approaching the exit gate, and we'll see you back at the car.
We will be making a stop off at a nice looking A-frame, half buried, with a giant man type ape person standing here on the outside.
Pardon Dan, he has no idea what he's trying to explain here.
Yes.
Yes.
Pardon my French.
Since we can't get an interview, we're going to make another stop, and since one of the staff here informed us that the road conditions are not very good to get to the other visitor center, we're going to make another stop at a different place. Won't be quite as spectacular, but there's a couple of cool things to look at. It's more like a souvenir shop, which, as Dan was trying to say, it's got like a Bigfoot guy standing outside this place, right next to what they call the Sunken A-Frame, which is an A-frame that was in the process of being built when Mount St. Helens erupted, and it never quite got finished. So,
And I will state that they are not finished now.
it's more than likely that they will not finish it. It's actually a pretty nice drive up through here. I think this is a highway, isn't it? Or is it just a regular road? I think it's a highway. I'm not sure though, because as you can see, there's not a whole lot through here, at least where we are right now.
The road is called 504. Whatever that means.
504, that would indicate that this is a highway.
Yes.
We're not too swift, people. We have to look at maps to get this information.
And luckily enough, I was able to procure this little map.
Oh yeah, Dan picked up we got a map here.
This is called the Volcano Review.
Cool. I believe we're approaching, okay, I think we've just entered, I saw a sign that says Tootle Valley, and it looks like, yeah, okay, we just passed a restaurant called Tootle Village.
Tootle Lake.
Okay,
Fighting Ducks.
Tootle Lake. We're passing a school now.
Must be their
I'm trying to think.
K through 12 school. This is rather
Yeah, yeah, that might house all of them. I know. Okay, we're approaching a grocery store. I've been here before.
There's some snow on some vehicles around here. Just on a few. Okay.
So we should be able to just keep going straight.
Espresso drive-through. For those of you who love espresso,
Wait a second.
they're not quite as bad.
We just passed Channel 9.
Hey!
It said Mount St. Helens React Channel 9 or something like that. So wait a minute.
Double take.
And we are now crossing a bridge, crossing over the one, the only Toutle River. You can tell the trees and things around here. Some of them look kind of funny because they're not very big. Because they've only a lot of them have only been growing since 1980. Hard to believe that's been
16 years ago.
yeah, almost 17 years.
It's almost.
I remember when it happened. I mean, I was only 5 when it happened. I remember it and wondering why it was snowing. I thought it was snowing. It was ash coming down, and I thought it was snow.
Yeah, so I moved here.
Of course, this from a 5-year-old, so I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember we moved here late 1980, early 1981 is when we moved here, and we had ash in our yard.
Where did you live before you came here?
I lived in California, Sacramento area, before we moved up into this area.
Oh, and there was ash in the yard when you moved.
Yeah, when we moved up here. No, it wasn't much because they were still in the process of cleaning it up.
Yeah.
But still, looked kind of cool.
The area we're driving through here, you can see that it's still very, very
Ugly.
yeah, very sparse growth. Some of it still looks very much the way it did right after the eruption.
Yeah, it still looks kind of like almost like a swamplandish type area. Very
almost,
barren
yeah.
on the trees, muddy looking ground.
And the trees we're passing here, some of these look like they might have been planted. I'm not sure, but very skinny. In fact, no, of course, being that this is February, there's no leaves or anything on the trees. So, and
Not yet.
and some of the areas, in fact, I know we haven't seen the last of that kind of area. Some of it almost has a lunar look to it, like the moon. You know, just rocks and sand.
Oh, almost.
Now somewhere, and I think it's almost right across from where we're going to be stopping is where a bridge was washed out by a mudslide or a mud flow. I think. If we can find it, then maybe we'll stop off and we'll show that too. I think it's almost right across from the souvenir shop.
I think this might be it.
This just might be it.
There's
it
an
is.
A-frame, and there's State Man type person. It's just on the other side of this building here.
Looks like there's a couple more things since the last time I've been here. Let's
Yes.
see. Yeah, there he is.
There he is. There's Ugly. Man, he's ugly, isn't he?
You know, I think that's a different one. I swear he didn't look like that. I've got a picture of him. No, that's not him. That's a different one.
It's a different one.
Because I've got a picture of him.
Huh.
Let's see.
Welcome to the buried A-frame. A-frame. That one, yes.
Well, okay. We're here, so let's see if we can.
Have a little fun.
We'll jump out and
Carry on.
show you a few things. And we'll be right back.
Okay.
So we're up here at the. It looked like it said North Fork Survivors, I believe. Yeah. North Fork Survivors up here at by Mount St. Helens. And here we got the buried A-frame. I always call it the Sunken A-Frame. Take a closer look at that in a minute.
Here's some photographs of it. tree falling in there and fell in there and digging it out. Oh, they even had to take a cat there to move some of the stuff.
Yeah, I've read the story on this. Apparently, it's like a young couple had just paid for the house to be built.
Construction
And they didn't.
of A-Frame started in 1978, May 18th, 1980. The home was about 3 days from being completed. All that remained to be finished was putting the chimney for a wood stove and some fixtures upstairs. These were done the week of the eruption. So the owners of the A-Frame had the gold house, Los Maple Flats, May 17th, 1980. Not because of volcano action, but for other reasons. See, the frame was buried about 5 p.m., almost 8.5 hours after the eruption of Mount St. Helens. Approximately 200 tons of silt, mud, water, ash filled up the structure. So to flow with the consistency of wet cement and weighed that about 2 or 3 times the water. The temperature it flowed over was 100 degrees. Amazing.
Huh.
Some little details you pick up around here.
Yeah. So yeah, this it shows pictures of the A-frame. This is what it looked like shortly before the eruption, I guess. And then after it got buried, it's from the back. Apparently, a tree went through right through the front door. Incredible.
Not a pleasant sight when you actually see it now from a picture.
Yeah, it's been converted into a tourist attraction. And you can see, I mean, the bottom of the house is like right here, and we're standing up here. So all that we're standing on was ash that surrounded the house.
See, there's a really gnarled up corner over there. So you'll see some of the ash sitting in some of the corny sections of the building. Not pleasant. And unfortunately, we got here too late for me to buy a souvenir. That's okay, I'll live. I will live, I think.
Yeah, we're just about eye level with the deck. With the deck that hangs out the back here. Now, strangely enough, of course, okay, that's why I was gonna say it looks like there's nothing wrong with the back here. That's why they dug it out.
Yes.
Yeah, all the ash here. Yeah, it's pretty dark in here, but maybe, just maybe, we can get a look.
It's not dark in here to really see anything.
Too bad we didn't have a flashlight on us. They used to have, they must have taken it out. They used to have the kitchen sink in here that was like full of ash.
Yeah, we didn't have water in this house.
Oh yeah. What's for dinner? Well, hope you like ash.
Yes. Certainly do.
Huh.
So.
Now what happened here? We got a small lake going here. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, did they remove the floor or was there something there?
I have no idea.
We're looking upstairs here. So you won't be able to see a whole lot here. You can see the rail here. Question, okay, where's the stairway though?
Through that. Somewhere through here.
Oh, unless, oh wait a minute, I bet it's right here, dude. Unless that's just a step.
Yeah.
It can't be right, though, because you'd be bonking your head right in this corner. Huh.
Well, you'd have to be through here.
Okay, there's under the step.
This is ash.
Yeah, we're back out.
That's what it looks like. That comes out of a mountain, people. Right out of a mountain. Dude.
Yeah, it basically just looks like sand.
And unfortunately, we can't get upstairs.
Yeah, we can. All we can see is right here. Of course, I guess there may not be all that much to see upstairs anyway, because it probably wasn't damaged.
Probably not. There's probably also something lower below the floor line that we can't get to either. Not unless you want to get scuba gear.
Yeah, we saw it. It looked like I said, there was like a lake in there with a rail around it. And I'm wondering what that was. It looks like that. It kind of looks like that was added, like that wasn't part of the original house, because this whole front end was wiped out.
Definitely. Indication of this character.
this character here.
Awful Harry. Not exactly what you would call a first date type of character.
Yes.
And all these little characters here are apparently where this
Bigfoot
character was found. Sightings of this character.
That would explain their representations, their different representations of Bigfoot around this souvenir shop. Well, we may see if we can find that bridge I was thinking of, and I know it was somewhere near here. In fact, it may be just up the road a ways. We may go a little bit farther and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Here's the Bigfoot guy we were talking about. Now, I have a picture of this guy at home, and I swear he didn't look like this. I'm not sure, though. Apparently, he still isn't finished. Looks, he's missing part of his left hand there.
That's what it looks like, alright. It'd be kind of interesting to see something.
Maybe he is the same, and maybe he just wasn't, he was even further from being finished when I saw him. Huh. Okay. Sure wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay. Okay, folks. We found the bridge I was thinking of, or at least what's left of it, and along with the Toutle River here, you can see what's left of a bridge that used to be out there in the river. Just the cement pilings is all that's left of the bridge that once went across the Toutle. It's really hard to identify, except that one. This one right here is really the only one that's recognizable. Here's another piling there, and I can't tell if there's any other pieces of that bridge. It's really all I can find. This kind of stuff here is like remnants of things that once were. It's like that stuff fascinates me.
There was once were, once are, and once will be. Okay, and if you can name that episode.
So yeah, here's if I can get up on this little vista here. That's one hell of a drop. See the river coming down through there. That'll start an avalanche doing that.
Want to take a little trip, people?
I don't think so. Ooh. What is that? There? There's a white thing, or like off-white thing.
Oh, that?
Yeah, it almost looks like it almost looks like bones. We have animal bones here.
Or whatever.
Something dead. I thought I saw that there, and I thought it looked like some bones. Okay, yeah, there it is. That's what I saw. Right there. Those are definitely bones. Huh.
Now what's the McCoy doing down here?
Good question. That's what I'd like to know. Huh? Ooh.
Well, sorry, but I do not hear. There's a ground here.
There is a ground down there somewhere. I can't even see where there was a road. I mean, I know it has to be right there. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can see something. It looks like there's like a ridge or something that goes right through there.
Halfway thing go across there. Front of the bridge.
Panning over. It looks like that's where the road was. Should come across. Yeah, there's a flat surface. Okay, there's where it came off. It goes across there. There we go. Yeah, that's where it was. I can't find the other end though. Okay, folks, we're here at our last stop, which is right next to the Mount St. Helens sediment dam. It shows a diagram of the structure there. Tells how it works. And here it is, out over this viewpoint here. It's pretty cool, actually. It'd be better if it was earlier in the day. You'd be able to see it a little bit better. But this is as good as it gets, folks.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Looks like service road down here looks a little blocked off.
Yeah, this slightly.
Forestry service up in this area has still extremely a lot of work to do. So if you like to donate money or your time or something like that, I'm sure they'd be willing to accept either one. And helps to restore all this.
Got some, looks like
Elk.
Is that what those are? I was gonna say, it's like, those are like horses, cow, what are those?
That's elk, man. Top of the butt. Pardon my French.
Oh yeah. Ilk? Milk?
Not milk, elk. Elk in it, M-A-L-K. Yes, you can milk elk, but you can't elk the milk.
Okay. And I believe over there is part of Mount St. Helens. You can see it a little bit. It's somewhere over in there, at least according to the diagram that we just looked at. So it's somewhere over in there. And that's as close to the mountain as we're going to be able to get this time.
Maybe next time, people.
Yeah.
Get a nice clear view, clear, crystal clear type people. But
yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not going to get anywhere. Cool.
So, well, that's just about it then. There's the Tootle River again. Well, that's cool. You can see it. You can see it come down. It looks like a little chute there. It kind of goes down this, almost like a big gutter is what it looks like.
Still impressive.
It looks like it, almost like it filters through a whole bunch of stuff there. There's another one up there. See where the water's shooting out there. And that's probably the sediment dam itself right there. And it shoots out there. And it filters down, goes down the hill, and then empties out into the river you see now.
And there are a few picnic tables along the way down here for you to enjoy during that warmer climate.
Yeah, during the warmer days of the year. And earlier in the day. As it is, it's probably just about
5:30.
Yeah, it's approaching 6 o'clock probably. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this episode of Road Trips. We hope you enjoyed watching, and we thank you for watching. We're having to crouch down here because the sky was making the picture dark, and you wouldn't be able to see us. And seeing as how this is an uncomfortable position,
And you can't experience it without actually being down here.
we're going to call it a show. So, for Road Trips, I'm Todd Hilton.
I'm Dan Brett.
We'll see you next time.
Signing off.